following rant may cause you to pull your hair out, scream at the radio, punch the dashboard. Complaints should be addressed to loudmouth yambag at rock107.com.
Hey, I'm Rock 107's Prospector, and here's what's got me jacked. It's tough to walk in Northeast PA. And I'm not talking about getting in the car, driving to a park or a trailhead and walking the dike or trail to get a little exercise. No, that's actually easier to do than ever in Northeast PA. I'm talking about walking to work or walking to the grocery store or walking to the doctor's office or simply walking across the street. Yeah, that's tough to do in Northeast PA. And it's not just here, but since this is where we call home, let's talk about walking in Northeast PA. Think about all the stories you see in the news and on TV about people getting killed while walking. It's astounding. And yeah, some people jump out into traffic from between cars without looking, but just as many drivers speed through city streets like they're pulling out of the tunnel turn at Pocono. So let's not blame each other. Let's think about how we can make it safer. Think about how many multiple lane roads pedestrians are forced to cross in our area. And there's a ton in just downtown Wilkes-Barre. But add in Pittston, Hazleton, Scranton, Dunmore, Hanover, Dixon City, Nanticoke, and so many other towns that have their share too. Think about shopping districts in suburbs in Northeast PA. Do you see a lot of sidewalks there? No, not usually. That's why you see people walking down the shoulder up Viewmont Drive or walking down a thin path carved out of the grass in the arena in Wilkes-Barre Township. It's horrible planning. Not everyone has a car. Not everyone can afford a bus. Or maybe the schedule doesn't coincide with their appointments. We shouldn't be shaming people for walking. We shouldn't be pushing them aside or treating them like second or third class citizens. It's good for us to walk. I would argue most of us could stand to walk some more. We should be designing cities and towns that are easier to walk in. And that means better crosswalks, roads downtown designed to reduce vehicle speeds, sidewalks in commercial districts. Rid ourselves of that car-first design mentality. Cars are great. I got one. I love it. But they're not the only thing streets are for. We had streets thousands of years before we had cars. We need to stop killing and maiming our citizens and make it easier for them to get around. Mass transit is great, and many people who use it still have to hoof it part of the way to their destination. So let's make it safer for them to do so. And if you're one of these idiots that's just so selfish that you think, none of this matters to me, I'm driving all the time. Let me put it to you this way. Safer for pedestrians means fewer accidents, which in turn means lower insurance rates. Is that good enough for you, you selfish yambag? I'm Prospector. I'm for the people. Who's with me? I gotta go crazy, man!
Ever see the crazy guy screaming at the wall outside the Times building?
Where does this rage come from, my son?
Tweet us with hashtag I found Prospector and we'll come and get him. Prospector, mornings on Rock 107.
Thanks for listening to Prospector's Prime Cuts podcast. Be sure to catch us live weekdays from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app. A free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.